Welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate you all being here. Today we are going to do a live stream dashboard build, very simple dashboard in Google Sheets. It's going to be a customer lifetime value dashboard. I'm sure you guys have seen it before on the little social media post on here. Today I am a one-man show, so bear with me. I'm still trying to learn this restream stuff. I've done some lives in the past, got a little scared of it, got a little overwhelmed, but I'm back. I'm going to give it a shot now, see if I can do it. I think I worked the kinks out, so hopefully it works out way better than it did the last few times I did it. But again, welcome to all my survivors out there. Uh, just in case you don't know who I am, whoops, jump screen. I'm Larry Lathrop. I'm a data analyst, self-proclaimed Google Sheets fanboy. And like I said, we're going to go ahead and build a customer lifetime value dashboard. Sorry, I got three screens going on here. So if you see me pause for a second, it's because I'm trying to find where my mouse is. So to start, we're going to use Google Sheets to build a customer lifetime value dashboard report right inside Google Sheets. No APIs or anything. It's going to be like a copy paste type of data where you have dates, customer ID, and then how much they spent on that date. That's essentially it is. You can get these from your Shopify or e-commerce, WooCommerce, BigCommerce. All you would need to get is the date, the customer ID, which is usually the email. In this case, we're going to be using email. And don't worry, we're not using anybody's real email. However, there's some fun Easter eggs in these emails that hopefully you guys can see. And then you'll have the total sales by the day. That's what we're tracking. So that's what we're building. It's going to look like this. The store we're using today, the data set we're using is Bite-Sized Munchies. It's a store made for zombies where zombies can go and buy their essential needs. Not zombie survivors, zombies. So what are the benefit? What kind of benefits are you can get after this stream? So after this stream, you're going to be able to use this dashboard and identify your top 10 customers by revenue, top 10 customers by visits, the percentage of how many customers are repeat customers, how many total customers you have, and the average lifetime value of all your customers and repeat customers. So we're going to split it up. And why is this important? So as you can see in this chart right here, customer lifetime value is kind of that balance between the cost of acquisition cost, commonly known as CAC, and then your customer lifetime value. If you have a high customer acquisition cost and a low customer lifetime value, you're going to be in the hole. The goal is to have a higher lifetime value so you have more room to play with on spending money to get the customer to be acquired. So first thing we can do with this is we can get the list of customers that we feel are high value to us, whether it be on visits or dollar amount. Most of the time it's dollar amount. And we can set up retargeting campaigns on those ad platforms like Facebook ads, Google ads. I haven't really worked with TikTok ads, but I would guess that there'd probably be like a lookalike audience and some of the other platforms right there. Second thing it's important is to understand that ratio I was just talking about with the customer acquisition cost and customer lifetime value. You want the ratio to be the customer acquisition cost to be way, 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 way small, where the lifetime is way, way, way big. That's going to make your company longevity last longer. For instance, say we have a customer that we spent $1,000 to acquire and whose lifetime value, they came to the store, they bought something, say one time, and they spent $1,100 there. Their lifetime value is only $100. Not a great way to go because that ratio is $1,000 just to gain $100. This is probably not the best way to run a business. However, let's take this a little bit different. Say we spent $100 in Facebook ads or some other ad platform to acquire the customer, to bring him into our e-commerce store or wherever we're running our sales funnel. And they convert one time and then again, and then again, and then again. And then over the lifetime, say after 3 years of repeated buying, they've spent $5,000. The ratio to that is a lot different than the other one, where if you spent $100 for a customer and they've given you $5,000, you got a $4,900 profit. There's a big difference there. And that's the reason why we pay attention to the customer lifetime value versus the cost of acquisition costs. They balance each other out. So that ratio that you want that lifetime value to be much, much larger than the customer acquisition cost. However, that lifetime value can stretch out further and longer. How does this impact your bottom line? Well, you can definitely save some money on ad spends and increase your revenue. So with the understanding your customer lifetime value, who your customers are that are high value, depending on visits or however you want to target it, the same can be applied for social media marketing, such as those who continuously engage with your post, but that'd be something different for another time. But setting up the retargeting lookalike audiences just by running a report like this can save you thousands and thousands of dollars on retargeting ads to pick the customers that, one, have a higher lifetime value, two, often repeat buyers, and three, you can weed out the ones who are like the one-time visits, the quick cash grabs, and really foster a brand and loyalty to the brand. And like I said, we are going to be using my fun data set I made up. If you feel at the end of this, you'll be able to download this template. It's going to be a Google Sheets. You're going to have to make a copy. So you'll go to File, make a copy, but you can find it at the Buy Me a Coffee. It's Google Sheets Fanboy /extras. That's where you're going to be able to find it. And I'm going to try to make it so it's super fun, super zombie easy for you. So all you have to do is just import your data by looking at the headers. I'm going to go to the questions or comments real quick, see what we got going on here. I'm going to click on these because I cannot see them from my monitor. So it says, how long is this session? I am not sure how long this session is going to be. It is on YouTube and LinkedIn. I do plan on, at the end of this, I'm going to have a cardio. I'm going to call it the cardio version, where I'm going to edit this one and make it just take out all the fluff, all the stuff. So it'll be just the functions on how to build it. So it'll be attached to the spreadsheet once I finish it. I should have it done next week. What about the Restream logo is in my way? What about the marketing campaign? Can we also calculate? Not on this one. You would have to, that's beyond the scope of what we're building. I do have some down the pipeline to do something like that. Hang on, let me look and I'll see. I have an Amazon PPC dashboard. I have prepped. I still need to get ready, and that'll probably have more of the campaign stuff on it. Is there any other questions? I hope I answered that. Let me know if I answered that. My screen to where the comments are is about, I don't know, 10 feet in front of me. And I thought I worked this out, but I definitely did not. So I'm squinting. So bear with me. How long is the session for? Yeah. And you can get this downloaded after the video. It'll be at the Buy Me a Coffee at Google Sheets Fanboy, because we are all Google Sheets fans here. None of that Excel stuff. I don't know about those Excel users. Nothing against them. Okay. So we're going to start into the demo, and I'll come back and check these comments in between big ones, but let's go right into the demo. Okay. Switch scenes. Here we are. Here is our demo. Yeah, as you can see, we have no data. So we need to get some data. Let me go get some data, and I'm going to copy and paste it as soon as it loads up. I knew I was forgetting something. I was forgetting to have this ready and prepped. Here we go. We are going to copy this to, so what I'm using, I'm not showing you on here, but the function I'm about to use, I'm going to go to the tab, and I'm going to click on the little down arrows and say copy to existing spreadsheet. And you're going to see it pop up in just a second as soon as I let it go. But it's one of the great functions, so that way you don't have to do the whole copy paste in Google Sheets. You can just set it right over. Let me grab this. You can send it right over if you grab the URL to the spreadsheet that you're looking for, and then you, on the copy paste, you put it in the search bar, hint enter, and then it'll give you a little window. I do have a short coming out for that one to show you guys how to do that. But now let's go over here, and I have data, tons of data, tons of data. Do not use these emails as an email list. You will, they go to nowhere. It's just mock-up data I generated. So if you are looking to get these emails for your email campaign, they're not going to work. So let's check out and see how many rows. We got 10,000 rows in this data set. And we have the name, that's the order ID. So in Shopify, it would be like the order ID, or Amazon, the order ID. The email, that's the customer identifier we're going to use. The total they spent on what day and time. We don't really care about too much of the time, but what we do care about is the date. So we're going to start off. This is going to be more of a sloppy build real quick. I'm kind of wanting, the way I like to do things is I like to usually take the A column, shrink it down right there. So I know I have a little bit of buffer space. And then my title is going to be right here. And I'm not going to use keyboard shortcuts so everybody can see what I'm actually using. If I do use a keyboard shortcut, I apologize. I'm intentionally not trying to. That way, whoever's following and making this on their own for a project or some sort, they can easily see how I did it without the keyboard shortcuts, because I do not have the keyboard shortcuts show up when I type them. Like at the bottom of the screen right here, they don't pop up. So I'm going to do a little bit of formatting. This is probably going to get changed. But the first one I want to do, I'm thinking I'm going to leave this area for the logo. You guys will get a kick out of the logo. But the first one we want to do is the total customers. So I'm not going to use a scorecard. I'm going to use the good old fashioned cell itself, total. And also bear with my spelling today. Not that I'm a great speller anyway, but it is 9:15 here and it is getting late for me. Okay, so we're going to use the count unique function. And what we're using with that is we want to count each one of these customers from B2 down. So I'm just going to take that out and we're going to say enter. Let me change this. I'm going to put sales data here so I can do things a little bit faster. Oh, pop up over here. So we can see that we have 5,917 total customers. I like that. I'm going to make a space and I'm going to make a new one right here. This is going to be our average CLV per customer. And then we're going to hit equals. So this one's going to be quite, it's going to be quite funky to those who probably don't know. This is a query function, and inside the query function, I'm doing another query function. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of the data, and the query function is just like it would be with SQL, very similar to that. And then I want to select column B. I want to count B, not A, B. And when we identify the columns, we want to make sure we use capitals, because if we use the smaller case, it will not work. And you'll see that, because I will probably do that once or twice during this. And I'm saying I do not want C where it is null, and B is not null. And there I go, leaving it lowercase. And then we're going to group this by B, and then we're going to order it by count B, not A, B. So essentially what we're seeing is we're going to group everything by the email. We're going to count each one, and then we're going to summarize the total sales of them. And then we're going to take out ones that have no sales and where there is no unique identifier. It's very important, especially when you're working with Shopify data or Amazon data, where they might leave this type of identifier out. You want to take that out, or else you're going to have a whole list of these null things that aren't in there. And then what we're doing is we're grouping it by B, which is why we said we group it by B, and then ordering it down. And then we're going to label count B, and this is going to help for formatting. And we're going to label it visit count. And then we're going to label B as customer. And then we're going to sum C as revenue. And then I'm going to, nope. Yeah, I want to go down one row because of the header. And then I've got to close my query one. Let me make sure I got this right. Nope. I am missing something. Hang on 1 second. Yes, I am cheating, so I don't go super fast, take up everybody's time. But here we are. So what I need to do is I need to add a comma because I need to work in this query. In here, I want to select, I have to redo this whole grouping, average. Now, since I've nested it, I don't have column A, B, or C. I have column 1, column 2, and column 3. And these are written just like how I'm writing them, with the C as capital, and the OL are lowercase with the 3 right next to it. Label average column 3. And what I'm going to label this is very important, so I don't get a header spot. But what I'm labeling it is, I don't want to give it a label. I'm saying no, there's going to be no header in that. And what am I doing wrong on this function? Select average where, oh, here it is, column 3. Again, another function. Select B, count B, where C is not known, B is not known, order by B, count by B. Label count A, visit count, B is customer, sum C revenue. And then we are going to drop that by 1. And then we're going to comma, and then we're going to select the average of column 3 where column 3 is not null. And then we want to label average column 3 is not null. And then I bet, yep, that's where I messed up. In these ones, when you're labeling, they want to use the single quotation, not the double quotation. So let me correct that. There we go. And again, I still got errors. Where are my errors? Here we go. And when you're working on projects, you're going to have silly errors like this very, very often, because it does happen. Column 3, column 3, column 3, select average column 3, where column 3 is not null. Label average 3, I want a negative. And hang on. Let me save some time here, because I did not realize how fast this was going to go. So and we want to make that a dollar amount. Where was my funkiness? Average where column 3 is not null. Label average 3. Okay. Yep. I knew some of this was going to happen. So I had contingency plans. So we got the first 2 scorecards. Let's work on the second one. I'm going to try to go faster. Total repeat customers. Repacked customers. And this one's going to have very much the same kind of thing, but we're going to do it a little bit different. And to save time, I will just get the code. And I'm going to paste it in there because I was going to do this live, but I'm watching that time go and I was not expecting it to be so long. So we're going to go sales. I'm going to edit some of this and kind of explain what we're doing here. That way you don't have to see me write all the code. So I'm doing the same thing where I select column B, count it, and then summarize the revenue. And then I'm ordering and grouping it by. So the same exact stuff as we did before. However, I'm putting this contingent, this parameter right here where it says, and column 2 is greater than 1. So that's where the count is. So this is where they're going to be repeat customers. And I'm only selecting column 2. And then we are going to divide that by the total unique, which we could get right here, but I have it set up this way. So we're just going to divide it by the total unique customers that we have on B. And this is our percentage. Let's turn that into percent sign. And then let's grab our next one, our average CLV per repeat customer. And I apologize. I timed this thing thinking that I could type all these codes in, but I was wrong. And it is going to take me a lot longer. So I'm going to speed some of this up by catching up. So let me chop this out. And we'll just go over the formula. So we're doing a query function again. We're building that same kind of table. And then we're going to use that table and pass it into the query again. And this time we're asking for the average of column 3, which is the revenue one, because it's the sum of C. And it's not null. And we also want to say column 2, which is the count B, is greater than 1. And then we're going to label average column 3. We're going to leave it blank. So that way we do not get a head on, it doesn't overwrite our header right there. Let me show you kind of what I'm talking about with that. If I put it right here and I take this label out, it'll give us a header. And that if we label it and we just put the single quotations and say, we're labeling it as nothing, but we have to tell it as nothing by assigning it a nothing. And I break it again. Oh, because I didn't put the label. And space. It removes the header part. So we don't have that one. So if you ever want to put like a different title up there that you want to mess with and not put it in the code, that's how you would go about it. Let's format that. Let's go ahead and, you know what? I don't like where these ones are going. Let's shift these down just to 1 row. 1 row. There we go. Yep. That is looking pretty good. Nope. I'm not liking that. There we go. Because I'm going to shrink this. I need the space for the logo to go there. So, all right, we have some numbers. You're probably like, where's the dashboard part? Let me go back to the comments. I probably don't have anybody saying I do. Take a quick break because I got to get some water. Oh, this is a long question. See if I can read that. Oh, why? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. If you send me a message, send me a message, DM on LinkedIn, and say you need that goes for anybody. If you want the link sent to you, DM, connect with me on LinkedIn and I'll send it out to you. I was going to try to do this under 30 minutes. Boy, was I wrong. Okay, we're going to go speed run this bad boy. This is why I was going to make a cardio version. All right, back to the demo since nobody's watching, but somebody will be watching it on the replay. Now we are going to do the top 10. Top 10 by, let's put this, yeah, we'll go here. Top 10 customers by revenue. Revenue. That don't look right. Revenue. You know what? I did this too. So I'm just going to go here and say spell check. Yep, it was right. Go me. Go me. And again, to save time, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to actually write it out. All right, so we're going to use the query function again, and that's kind of like the SQL. We're going to use sales data, and we're going to use column A through D. I think what columns do I have over here? So A. Oh, it was A through D. I was close. Real close. I'm going to take out, it's always good practice. I like to make them the whole column when I'm using the query function, and then do one minus at the end for my query writing. And then what we are going to do, we're going to select B, just like we were doing before, count B. And the good thing is these formulas all look the same as before. So you can just copy paste these where C is not null and B is not null. We're going to group it by B, and we're going to order it by sum of C, and we're going to descend that. We're going to limit it to 10. Now, this is where you can say if you want the top 15, top 20, top 100, you would put the limit right here. And if you really want to get fancy, you can do type it out and put it in a cell so somebody can change it. Well, I'll do one of those on a future one, but this is more of me testing out how the live feed's going to go and how these are going to do. I lost my space. Oh, label count B. We're going to call that visit count. Then we're going to have B. We're going to be customer. And then sum of C. Oops, not as C. We're going to call that revenue. Yeah, revenue. And we're going to close that, put a quotation mark, comma, -1, and bada bing, bada boom. And of course, what am I doing here? B, oh, yep, forgot the comma. And I forgot more stuff. Count B, count C, where C is not null and B is not null. Group by B, order by sum of C, descending. We're going to limit that to 10, and then we're going to label count B. Yeah, count B. That's going to be our visit count, comma, and then B we're going to label as customer, and then C. What am I doing here? Group by B. Yep, this is going to be cut out of the cardio version. Order by sum of C. Okay, we have that. Select B. We're going to count B. We're going to sum of C, where C is not null and B is not null. Then we're going to group by B, order by sum of C. Then we're going to descending order limit 10, label. Now we're getting into the label. Label count B, visit count, and then B is up there. Sum of C is revenue. And this should be dollar amount. Let me double check to make sure that's not the issue. What am I got going on here? Select B, count C, null, group by. Okay, let's just do this. I'm going to cheat and grab this one because that's the one I really want. And I'll just add in. I'll just add in the other stuff. Boom. Yep, that was dumb. Order by, where'd it go? Order by sum of C, descending. Here we go. Limit 10. Shazam. All right, we got it. I'm not sure how that was different from the first one I had, but that's a good thing about cheat codes and copying and pasting. So these are our top customers by email, by revenue. Now let's go down and make one for by visits. I think right here is a good spot. I think that's where I had it last time. Top 10 customers. Yeah, if you guys can't see the email, here, let me, boom, I'll give you something to laugh at. Top 10 customers by visit. Let's put visit count. No, let's just put visits. I like visits. There we go. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to paste. I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to hit Control Z because I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to paste it again right here. But this time, we want the visit count. So we want order by count of B descending. Boom. Now we have our top 10 by visit count. All right. Back to the comment section. And for me to get some water because that was a little harder than I thought it was going to be. And you sent the DM. Sweet. I'll send you the link once I get done with this. I am using Restream. I tried to use something else beforehand on the other streams. Yeah, it didn't go well. You could probably check those ones out, but they're not as, they're very, yeah, you can check me out on my worst under pressure, but I think I'm getting the hang of this. I can still see it's a little rough right here. Okay, so we want to go and build the Pareto chart that looks like, let me see if I can bring it up on here. I should have got an image of this thing. That would have been cooler. You guys probably would have liked that a lot better than these dumb slides. All right, we're going to make this Pareto, the 80-20. Anyway, it's going to have the count, and then we're going to have the percentage up here. We're going to make this chart. And the way we're going to do that is it's going to be kind of hidden in the background. So behind this chart is where we're going to put the formula and the table so people can't see it. Let's go back to the demo. As soon as it loads up. And we want to put this, since I'm aligning, I'm going to start it at 19. Is that where I want to put it? I think I'm going to put it at 17. Yeah, we'll go 17. We're going to go B17. And this one's a doozy, so get ready for it. This is a super nifty query function. So I'm going to break it up so it's easier to read. And I'm going to do a new line. I bet you guys are all asking how do I do that trick. All I did was hold Alt and Enter. And we're going to do the same kind of thing we were doing before. You know what? I'm going to really save some time because that's not what I... Oh, no. Let me get out of that. I just want this piece right here. That's the important piece. I'm going to go back to B17. I'm going to type in the query. And then I'm going to hold Alt, Enter. And that brings me to my new line. And that's where I'm going to paste that. And I'm going to mess around with this one. I want it to be, sorry, I'm looking at my notes to make things faster. Group by B. Where are we at? Group by B. Order by count B. Descending. And take that limit out. We're going to label count B as visit counts, customers, revenue, exactly what I wanted. But then I need a new line, and that's my array that I was using. So I hope nobody's trying to message me because I am not going to be able to reach that phone. Oh, put select. So I want to select column 2, which is the count. Oops, 2. And then I want the average of column 3, which is our revenue. And then I want the count of column 2, like how many times. So I'm like grouping the visit count. So column 2 is the visit count, how many times it visited, and then we're going to group those together. So it'll say visits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it'll say this showed up this many times, this many customers, this many customers. So that's what we're doing there. Count 2. Nope. Where column 3 is not null. These bright lights are killing my eyeballs. And column 2 is greater than 1. Group by column 2, because that's what we're trying to group everything. Order by count column 2. I'm going to limit that to 15 because it goes on forever. So I'm going to limit it to the max visits at 15. Anything past that, they're super kudos, mainly because I know exactly what will happen if I don't, because I have the data set like that. But most Shopify data, you probably might have them under 15. I do 15. You can group them by 15. If it's above 15, then it's this. You can do that, but that's beyond the scope of this. Normally, I would bin it after 5. I'd say 5, or I'd group them into groups such as first visit, second, third, fourth, 5 to 10, 10 to 50, and then 50 plus. That's how I would normally go about it on a much larger project than this. But since we're just doing something very simple that you guys could build or just get at the end of the video, that's how we're going to do this. So now I'm giving it labels, average column. Remember, we don't want to put capital C, capital O, capital L. It has to be exactly like that because it's referencing for the syntax. This is revenue. And then count column 2 is number of, I want that to be capital of customers. And then remove the first header. And let's see how bad, what am I? Okay, yeah. Okay, so we have the query right here. And there we go. It's because I forgot to take that out. And of course, we're going to have some. It's like B, count C, C is not known, B is not known, group by B, order by count to B, descending. This is what happens when you're tired. You know what? I ain't got time to wait for this. I'm just going to copy it all over here. All. And then let's tidy it up so we can all see it. I want this one down here and visit account. I'm not sure what I was missing. Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure what I was missing, but that's okay. I'll put this in dollar amount. And now we have our table, but we also have to add stuff onto it. So to make that chart where the curve comes up and the bar charts go like this, I need to add some more information. Mainly, I need to do the percentage of total. So we're going to do number of customers running total. No, I want to say number of customers because I know what I'm. It'll mess up the labeling on the chart. So I'm going to say that, but I'm going to use the array formula. Yeah, these are some advanced formulas. I know you're like, Larry, what's going on with these crazy formulas? Well, these make it easier to D32 29 D29 divided by sum of this, and if it's greater than 0, then we want these, and we're going to close that. Close that. That needs to be here. So if there's an error, we'll get that, and then a close bracket here, and we should have an array. Boom. So it's kind of going backwards. So we want the biggest number and then the running total, and that's our percentage of customers, and then percentage of repeat customer. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use the percent sign of repeat customers. If I'm using capital O on everything else, I should probably stay uniform. That's what they taught you in the military, is to stay uniform. Okay. And now we're going to do this one different. We're not going to do the array one. Equals if E18 does not equal blank, then it's going to be the sum of E18 and E18. And what I'm about to do here is I'm going to lock the first one and then drag it down so I get a count. So what this is saying, it's going to sum it up. And then here we go. So we get that percentage. And so instead of these being right here, it'll start adding it up to 100. So that way we get that nice little chart that goes up here. So if we click on one of these, I've locked the first cell and then dragged it down, and that does the count. Well, it's actually summing it right there. Oh, did I boo-boo? Yes, I did boo-boo. There we go. Okay, so now we have that. And what we're waiting for next is I'm going to tuck this up. We're going to start to brand this out. But before we do that, I need some water. So I'm going to go back to the comments, which I highly doubt anybody's watching. Oh, I got one person watching. I'm going to take some water. And it is getting dark. As you guys can see behind my window, it's getting dark. Hang on. I got to get some caffeine. It is late. I got some Coca-Cola. All right, we're ready. Let's do this. Now we go into the branding. Okay. Normally pause here for questions. Don't see anything. Again, you can get these at, you'll be able to get this at the Buy Me a Coffee download. It should be in there at Google Sheets Fanboy because we're all Google Sheets fans here. We're Excel survivors. I think that's what I might put. Slash extras on the end. But if you go there, just go to the extras and in there. It'll be in the shop. It says shop, I know, but it'll say free and you can download it there. Oh, yeah. Where were we? Back to the demo. We want to brand some stuff. So why don't we start with the table here? Okay. So we want to insert a table or chart, not a table, a chart. Yep. It's getting late for me. Any day now. Where did my, oh, there it is. I want, do I want curves or straight lines? I want curves. And here's where we're going to go. My x-axis is visit count. So we'll take this one out, remove. Hang on one second. Let me make sure I'm setting this up with the right one because I think I went to the wrong one. Yep. It's not the smooth line one. Bummer. It's the combo chart. Ah, there it is. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Now we are cooking. And how we want to set this up is we want the revenue on the top. We want the visit count as X revenue. And then we want percentage of repeat customers. So I don't need this one. I don't need this one. Percentage of repeat customers. I don't think that's not what I want, right? Okay. I think it was number of customers. When did I label that? Let's move this bad boy out the way. Percent of repeat customer and number of customer up. Ha! Now I'll be able to tell what it is. Back to setup. We want percent of repeat customers. And then we want number of customers. Aggregated. We want, you know what, I'm going to remove that. And here's what we're going to do. Because it's on the same axis, and I don't want that. I want this red line to go up. So we're going to go to the vertical, somebody knocking on my door over here. Vertical. It's probably everybody telling me I'm taking too long. Chart axis. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, yeah, we're making the line. Making the line. I need the series. There we go. We want the repeat customer. We want the axis on the right. Boom! Look at that. We got it up there. Oh, yeah. Shaka laka laka. And let's put some points on that. We're going to make this line thin. And yeah, we'll keep it circle. And let's do the data labels there. Let's scale it up so we can, oh, you know what? No, let's put the data label below. Oh, God, that's ferocious. I'm going to have to stretch this chart out. That looks terrible. And then I want to take this one out. Nope, that's not what I want to do. I got to change this to be. Okay, when we're changing colors, we don't want to use these because we're going to brand this. So when we brand it, we want to use the colors down here, and you'll see why in a second. But I'm going to use the colors down there because we're going to have to change some stuff. And then I don't want this one on here either, and I can't delete that. either, and I'm going to go down to the standard where it's in the standard palette. That's what we're looking at. Okay, so, but I also want these ones to have a data label so we don't have our accesses. Do I want, you know what? Because of that, I'm going to put these down inside end. Yeah, like that. There we go. Boom. And I don't think I want to let, yeah, I think we're cooking. We are cooking. Yeah. Now let me move my chart, please, mister. I'm going to stretch this out. I'm going to squeeze it down to about here. And this one is going to come quite a bit down. Maybe not so down. Maybe right about there. I'm trying to eyeball it with the demo I got right there. Go back to my notes here. 19 and 20. Okay. And then we are going to, oh yeah, that's right, because I need to shrink these bad boys because this one is, nope, we are going to put the title in there. I was going to put it up here, but I don't think I'll get away with that. So let's go ahead and add the title here. And we're going to call it, I'm just going to paste what I have from my notes here. And we are going to center that. We are going to, I don't want to bold it, and I don't want to, yeah, I'm just going to leave it this. And yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. Yeah. Yeah, this is looking much better. Here we go. Here we go. Now we be cooking. But I do not like the legend there. So let's put the legend at the bottom. Ka-chinga chinga. And I think I need a horizontal axis label because people would get confused. So let me go to, we're going to call this visit count. What's italicized that? Make it look fancy. Squeeze this bad boy up so we can see it. And there we go. We're getting somewhere. The legend to me looks too big. Let's go back to the legend. Let's change the font size to 10. Can we go smaller? How about 8? Yeah, look at that. We are cooking. And yep. All right. Now that we have all of this, I'm not digging this. Hang on. This is going to drive me nuts. I want to change the vertical axis. Which vertical one am I on? Okay. I want this one. Nope. That's not the one I want to change. I want to change the right one. I want the max to be like 1.05. Remember, because it's on the, maybe 2. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that did not that did not do what I wanted it to do. Let's go back. This is going to drive me nuts, guys. So I apologize. It's my pickiness. I want the right, and then I want it to be 101. Why is it 2? It's so far. Why are you so high up there? You know what? We're just going to do 1 and see what happens. And we're going to leave it like that because I don't like it touching the blue bar because it is a meanie. So, yeah, we're going to leave it like that. Okay. Let me take the border off of this. I did not do that. And take out the lines. So we're going to go chart style. I don't want a border. I'm going to leave the background on. And I want to remove these lines because I don't need them. I got to turn them off. Okay. Now we are rolling. Rolling in the doughs. I'm going to pick the black here. There we go. Okay, I think I'm done messing with the chart. Oh, what is this? Who did this? Who did that? There, just tuck that one away. We're going to do the same over here. Tuck it all the way. There we go. Oh, right. Now that we have all of this stuff, the fun stuff, the time consuming, can be time consuming on most dashboards, but we are going to bring this to here. I want to stretch this all the way out. I'm going to merge it, but I'm also going to save me some time. This is my buffer. I'm taking all the way out. This is how I normally like to work. I like to clean up all the extras that I don't need because it will drive me nuts. You know what? Let me enlarge this. Yeah, buddy. Now we're cooking. Now we're going somewhere. Let's bump this up. Bump up the jam. Bump it up a little more. And I definitely need to hide these. So what we're going to do here is a trick to hide them is I'm just going to make them look like. Nope. Yep. The background. Yep. And look at that. You didn't even know. You had no idea they were there. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and format this. I want this one to be, no, I want it to be center. I want this one to be, we'll go 18. And we're going to wrap that one. It's going to be italicized. No, I don't want it italicized because it's not really that important. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Let me do this bad boy. Boom. Nope, don't want to do that. And I definitely don't want this up here. I need these down one. Is that what I want to do? We're going to find out the hard way. But I do know I want that one and that one to go across, horizontal. Speed running. We're doing it, guys. We're doing it. We're going to align this. I want this at the bottom. It's at the bottom. Let's go ahead and turn this one into a table. We're going to do that bad boy. We're going to fill it with the first primary. And then I want the color to be the second one right here. No, I want it to be white. We'll go white. I do want the font to be much smaller because I need to bring this K down. You guys like the email addresses? Pretty funny, aren't they? Let's go to 8. Ooh, that's kind of, no, we'll go with 8. And then I want these to all be centered except the email one. So we'll go back to this one being on the right. We're going to close this one up a bit, tuck it in, and tell me if you guys know where these emails came from. Let me know in the comments if you know where these came from. I felt very proud of myself by making these. Yeah, we want 8. Right? Yep. And then we want to blue this bad boy. Remember, we're using the standard colors because I'm going to show you guys a cool trick to say, I got distracted. Show you guys a cool trick once we're done. And then these need to be centered and aligned. There we go. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. I like this. I like this. I'm liking this. We need to play around with these scorecards a little bit more. I think what I want to do is squeeze this one out. Here we go. That's about how big I want it. So I'm going to match it. Ka-chow! And we're going to shrink this bad boy. Get these guys to be best of friends because we're the best of friends. All right. I think this one's a little too big, but let's make it bigger, and we are going to center align that one. We'll center align this one too. And we're probably going to have to stretch this one out because I know that this is going to do the same thing. So what we're going to do here, we're going to do the first color, and then I'm going to do the second color. And I boo-booed. I'm going to bring this. I did not want to mess that up. Oh, man. I boo-booed it. That's all right. That's all right. So to save time, we're going to go Control Copy. That's Control C. But instead of pasting the value, I'm going to do Format Only. As you guys saw, let's put that as a dollar amount. And then if you go Paste Special Format Only, it only does the format. And I'm going to just do the keyboard shortcut. And that needs to be a dollar amount. Yeah. I don't like this though. Let's put that on a new line, and I'm going to make total customers on a new line. And I think we are getting somewhere. Here we go. Let's squeeze this the format. I'm not sure if I want it to be the bars lined up here, but let's see what it looks like with no, because it leaves it too much extra over here. So why don't I just kind of line it all up like that? Yeah, there we go. We'd be rocking. We'd be rolling. But I have all this space down here. So let me move these ones down. I want the bottoms to match that directly. And I want the top of theirs to match directly. And that needs to be percentage. So what I'm thinking here, guys, is we do this. How many did I go? 3? 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh man. I'm like ninja counting here. Do I really want to do it that way? No, let's put 2. We're going to go 2. We're going to merge these bad boys. We're going to merge these bad boys. I'm going to merge these. You get a merge. You get a merge. You get a merge. Yes, I know there's an easier way to do it, but I am just making sure, because when I do this, I want to make sure the lines are lining up the way I want it to, and everybody gets a merge. Okay. I don't like this though. Not at all. Let's shrink this. And I could kind of do that. Let's tuck this in. Let's delete these. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, we're cooking. And oh, you know what we need to do? We need to insert the image. So I need to go to my notes and get the logo. Normally I would do an insert on here, but I don't want you guys seeing my load up. So hopefully the image one. Can I copy it from here? Oh, you know what? I'm going to take a snapshot of the logo. So bear with me. I'm going to do a screen capture. You guys are going to love this logo. Brought to you by ChatGTP, I think it was. Yep. Told them I wanted this funky logo, and they gave it to me. You know what? Let's put it in the cells. Let's merge all of these together right here. And then I'm going to paste it in there. It's not what I wanted to do. Okay. And then I'm going to shrink it. Yeah, you guys are liking that bad boy, huh? Like, take that. Boom. Okay. You guys are like, this looks like a Chicago Cubs threw up. Oh, I want you to stay. Where is it? As you can tell, I'm getting tired because I'm forgetting where all these functions are. I want you to stay in place, buddy. Stay in place. Put image in cell. There we go. And then, yeah, look at that. Ooh, that's looking cool, isn't it? Okay. Now you're probably like, what about the colors? Yeah, what about the colors? They're freaking, my dad would love these colors. He's a big Chicago Cubs fan. He would be like, oh, these are amazing colors, son. Me personally, ooh. Yeah, I'm going to move these over one. And don't break on me. And we're going to do this. And we're going to do this. Copy these bad boys till we get to the end. So it's aligned with that. And then tuck it in. We're tucking it in. It's tucking it in. Okay. Boom. Now we're looking good. Now for the final touch, we are going to take off our grid lines. Boom. Look at that. You guys are like, yeah, that looks so cool. Oh, but you're like, what about the colors? Okay. So in Google Sheets, we can easily change the theme of the colors, and this will change all the colors. Remember how I was telling you to use these colors? This is what we're going to change. You can also hit this button, and it brings us right here to the customized one. Or you can go to Format, Theme, and it brings you here. And then you have preset ones right here you can kind of jump around at. And as you see, they just go crazy. Oh, this one looks really cool. I've never, where's that one I just had? Oh, no, it's this one. Oh, yeah, that looks good. But that's not the one we're using. We're going to make our own. We're going to go to custom. And the font I want to use is Roboto. The text I want to keep black. The white I want to keep there. But for the blue, I'm going to add it. That's not what I want to do. Okay, that I'm digging that, but that's not what I wanted. But I might be using that. I'm going to use 842 C8B. Boom. Okay. In the comments below, put your favorite. Okay, which one was the green? Put your favorite hex code color. Let's see if see what they look like. 47. Nope, that's not that's too dark. I want C2 F5 99. Yeah, buddy. Oh man, you just epic failed that. Epic failed that. Now, as you can see, these colors were reassigned to those. And I think maybe I should change this one. Definitely need to change this one. Let's go to series. We're going to go to this one. I want to make it a bit darker. So, oops, you know what? I forgot. I got to add it in. We're going to add in the dark green. I think it was the 34AD47. Yep, that's the one. We'll go back here. Customize, series, this one. Yep, we want to use the dark green one that I just added on. And do I like that? I don't think that's the darker green one that I want, but that'll work because I'm running out of time. Not sure about this font. So we're going to go back to customize and the font. Yeah, I'm kind of digging this, but I do need to make this one. Let's make this one look like a number. I'll take it off. And what's bold this bad boy. And as you can see, it's Roberto. I don't like this, so we're going to put this one on a new line. Sorry. And I don't like it down here either. We're going to put you on a new line right here. So you match your twin brother over there. I don't know if I'm digging this purple. Let me try this one. Oh, Oh, it's because it was highlighted. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, look at that. Oh, buddy. Now we be cooking. So I'm just making sure I got everything. We got this. We got our emails. We got our chart. We got, hang on. I got to do this. I need a copyright symbol. Yep, here we go. I'm going to copy you, bad boy. Go back to this. Sorry, I went on the internet. I always do this cool trick where you go down here, up one. I'm going to delete these two. I don't think we need these. Delete this. And then we're going to do paste. And we're going to say Google Sheets. No, let's put analytics because that's what the company is. So we'll put analytics, LLC 2024. And then we're going to shrink this bad boy to like, let's go like 6. Can we go smaller? I wonder if we can go to 4. Oh, snap. We did go to 4. I want this to be like a super light gray, so it's not that might be. Yeah, that's not bad. See, you can't even see it. All right. Now we are all done with this bad boy. Let me take off let's view this bad boy. Formula bar, move this up. Yeah, look at that. Now we have a dashboard all ready to go. And again, please do not try to email these emails. As you can see, they are fake emails. And I'm going to show you how easy this is. So we're going to go how you can paste the new data in. Let me go to row. What do you guys think? Halfway? Yeah, right here. We're going to do these. We're going to go down, and I'm just going to chop suey those out. And we're going to see this dashboard adjust. Did it already adjust? Yeah, it did, because that was hot. That was in the 5s. Now, when we go back to paste it, I'm just going to, normally you would just paste it here and make sure the headers match up. In fact, you could probably get away with doing this trick, bringing it down so that way when you paste it, you can make sure the headers align at the top. So they all align at the top. And I can't do that because I boo-booed. So I got to go boom, boom. All right, now we're going to do this. What am I doing here? Larry, what are you doing here, buddy? All right. And then we go back because we pasted new data and now we have a new sales. Yeah. We knocked it out of the park. Okay. But you guys are like, dang, that was so freaking cool. Let's go to the comments because that's pretty much it. And I've lost everybody's attention. Oh man, an hour and 14 minutes. Ooh, the cardio version is going to be a lot faster. Okay. So if you stayed this long on watching the rerun, if you scan the QR code right there, that'll bring you straight to the link to download this. I appreciate you guys' time. Thank you so much, especially those who commented. And I hope you find this spreadsheet to be super zombie easy for you. Let me make sure I got all my notes down. Make the adjustments, mention the cardio version. I'm going to edit this video and chop it out and get rid of all the fluff, like the mistakes and stuff, and it'll be quicker. I'm going to attach it once I have it edited, I'll attach it to the spreadsheet so you guys can see how to use it, how it was made. And if you share, comment, whatever you want to do, really help me out. I appreciate it. Makes me feel like I'm doing a good job. But yeah, this should be on the Buy Me a Coffee link at, let me go back up there, do final screen because I don't have that. I should have. Now that I know that I'm going to need it, let's just jump to, boom. So you'll be able to find this and some other stuff I have in there at this link. I don't have a website quite yet. I haven't really built it. So I'm just going to use Buy Me a Coffee for now. And you guys have a fantastic day. Bye. Where is the off button on this thing? Okay. I'm still learning. I think this is it. So if this is it, I'm going to say bye. If it's not, then you're going to